right. So, real quick, everybody, I want to welcome to this morning conversation. A very good friend of mine, a colleague and friend. I say colleague and friend, Daniel Mayman. Um, I've been knowing this young man here for about, I say, man, almost 3 years. I guess hadn't it been?
Yeah, 2017, man. Summer, just before Harvard.
Time flies by. Long story short, he was a new employee at GE Healthcare, where I've been an employee now for, oh Jesus, almost 18 years. Next month, I've been employed by them, and he came in, actually took my position that I was in before I transitioned to where I am now, and he's come in and he's taught me a lot of things. Though one thing about it, me being a bishop, me being a pastor, I never want to become so big that I can't learn from those around me. This young man came in and he opened up my eyes to some things that I've never thought that I'll be exposed to. And so one thing about it, as we're growing and we're becoming who we are, we find out there's areas in our life that we kind of ignore. But if we're going to gain wealth, to the fullest, we have to kind of walk into areas that we never walked in before. And one of those areas are investing. And in most of us, the maximum of our investment goes from our 401k, and we throw that money into our 401k, we forget about it. And we hear about day traders, we hear about those guys there in the stock market and the New York Stock Exchange, and we think that's not anywhere close to us. Just make sure I can make enough money so when I retire that I don't have to go back to work. And so 401k is the extent of most of our investment. But here recently, I've been exposed and hearing you, you're a day trader. This young man, every office he works in, he has a TV screen, and he's watching all these, stocks and bonds and how they're increasing, decreasing, and he take risks on those. And so he's taught me a lot, and I want him to kind of, chime in here. And we're going to talk about a particular topic today, cryptocurrency. As COVID-19 has made a shift into the world. We in the trails of COVID-19, Daniel, we're starting to see coins go away. Yes. And it's kind of secretly kind of stuck in there, and I don't think it's to the point to where it's something they're going to overcome. I'm thinking coins is the beginning of currency going away. And so this is just my theory. So yeah. I kind of want you to kind of talk to us a little bit about, just what are your thoughts on that before we get into all of it? What are your thoughts on that whole coin piece going away?
So for as a coin going piece, they're using from what I've read and seen and watching on a lot of the YouTubers that I do daily on this coin shortage, and kind of like for us going digital, I would say. I don't think our currency is going to go away, but they're using the COVID as the spread of as they say, disease on these coins. So by them putting out a coin shortage, they are right now training us to go digital with our credit cards, our debit cards, slowly getting those coins, phasing them out of the society by saying there's a coin shortage. Can you give us the exact change, or can you use your debit card? So they're slowly transitioning us to to digital. So they're being smart about it. But our currency going away, yeah, I don't know. The U.S. powers would not let that happen.
They don't think that'll just let us get to the point to where we have one complete currency across the world.
Oh no, because of trust.
Trust.
Just say if you are China and I'm U.S., how do I trust that your value of your currency is true?
Gotcha.
I can't say mine is better than yours. No, I don't trust you. So therefore, it won't be one global currency.
Gotcha. So should we be concerned as American people? Because I'm be honest, a lot of times, the middle class, I'm the middle working class. We kind of become ignorant. We got the low class, who just really sometimes don't care. The middle class can't afford to care, and the upper class, they don't just care, they know. And I feel like sometimes us being the middle class, we're kind of like, we kind of accept what the news give us. We accept what people are talking about. Me being in the Navy, the scuttlebutt conversation. But What should we be concerned about this coin thing? Because I mean, I want to come talk about cryptocurrency, but my heart is shifting a little bit about this coin thing. Should we be concerned, and what should we do right now? Should we, embrace this coin shortage? I mean, kind of give us a little bit more input from what you've heard, because you have been part of those. I tell people all the time, I'm only getting the whispers from the door, but I feel like sometimes you sit at the table. So talk to us a little bit about that.
So I wouldn't. Well, first of all, since I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just only going on my thoughts and what I have learned, and I'm sharing with the masses through Clyde. So I wouldn't worry about the coins shortage, because we are going to go digital. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you start watching the commercials, you'll see them slowly implementing digital wallets. They will call it digital wallets. But on the flip side of that, when you go digital, they can control everything.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yes. So I'm not concerned about it, because you can't stop the powers that be. You cannot stop them. They're gonna do what they want to do when they want to do it in a timely manner. So what do? How can I capitalize on what they're doing?
That's what we need to know.
Listen to what they're telling me. I'm looking at what they're doing, because they're gonna tell the masses, don't worry about the coin shortage. Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about crypto. Crypto is this. Crypto is bad. Now, if you remember when they came out with the first stimulus package, they had a digital bill, a digital dollar in there, in that package. At the last end, they took it out. So,
wow.
Yeah, this is a lot of things. This is stuff I hear when it was coming out. Now it's old news to us in the crypto world. They came out with a digital dollar. They still have it, and they're thinking about implementing in this second round of stimulus. But what the digital dollar is there. Every bank will have to give every customer a digital wallet to receive this digital stimulus. So once you go digital, they can track everything. You know how we work at GE and we mow grass on the side, lawn on the side, just clean this up, and we can keep it on the table.
Wow, you onto something. Go ahead.
Yeah. So how I'm not gonna claim this on my taxes. This is tax-free money to me. So I'm gonna use this to take my kids on a trip, or I'm gonna go buy some shoes or whatever you want to do with it. But once you go digital, they see everything.
So all these people who using Cash App for these hair stuff, and they using Cash App, or they seen that, and it's so funny because I received a grant from the government, and they gave it to my church. And then they came back later and they said, hey, we need to see, we want to give you more money, but we need to see your tax books. We want to see your tax paperwork. I'm like, whoa, you gave this to me as a grant. Why do you want to look into my tax books? So basically the government is, oh man, this is deep stuff, man. so I'm telling you, somebody's watching this video right now and he's like, I'm going to go cancel my Cash App account. I'm gonna go cancel my different cryptocurrency resources, which you'll find out as we talk more. All these are tied to cryptocurrency. But you're saying don't go cancel it, capitalize it, right? There you go. Yes. So talk to us more, man, because this is good stuff. I mean, you opened my mind up already. Just the first 5 minutes of the conversation has blown my mind already. So keep going. And
it's just a little bit. There's more, man, that I know I can't explain, but as we talk, it'll just come out. I know it'll just flow because I'm just power of God. Just whatever you tell me. So to piggyback, I wouldn't cancel my crypto. If you have crypto, do not cancel. And how can I segue into that? When choosing a crypto, you have
first, before we go there, because people don't even know what crypto, because a lot of people don't tie crypto to your debit card. They don't tie crypto to your paycheck, but they don't realize they're baptizing in crypto already, right?
So, two different things. I'm trying to say how I can make it layman terms. So, crypto is a form of digital currency that can be used
currency.
in the medium. Yeah. So it can't be double spend. It can be duplicated. Like the dollar, just print, devaluing it.
Yeah.
A cryptocurrency can't. Once the owner, developer makes however many he makes, 100,000, 1 billion, whatever, that's all in circulation. There's no more can be put into circulation. So therefore, that currency, cryptocurrency or digital asset, they would call it, cannot be devalued, if that makes sense.
What is it backed by? What is the cryptocurrency supported by?
So right now, cryptocurrency is not all the way legal, right? So they're trying to pass laws to make it legal to custody. And they just passed one, I think last week, or week for last, the OCC.
You got to explain to us middle class folks what you mean.
Okay. It's the official, I forget what OCC stands for. I should have wrote that down. But I get it back to you.
Yeah, something currency.
Yeah, they are now allowing banks to custody cryptocurrency.
Wow.
When the big wigs find out how can I make money off this?
Mm-hmm.
Legal, it's bad. In the background, hey guys, how can we make money off this? Once we find out how to make money off of it, now, this is what they say. You got two classes, rich money and the dumb money. The dumb money is us, the retail investors. Rich money, the big guys. Once they know how to make money off of it, now, as they say, they can give the news to the masses.
Gotcha.
Go first, meaning the upper people. And then, okay, we're going to start implementing this to the masses. Now the masses can know. Once you start seeing crypto, going blank, commercials,
you know it's massive. It's almost like marijuana. It's like they got marijuana. They know how to make money with marijuana. So now they starting to legalize it little by little. Taxes,
exactly. Yes.
So is Cash App considered a cryptocurrency?
No, it's just a digital form of payment. That's it. No.
So what's the difference between digital form of payment versus cryptocurrency?
So cryptocurrency or a digital asset, they are projects. So you have, just say, Bitcoin was the first one. That's the grandfather of all cryptocurrencies. Mm-hmm. Then like the top 10, you have like XRP, XLM, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, EOS, all these different type of crypto. These are projects. And these projects have they're solving problems in the world. That's what they're supposed to do. But you have over 5,000 or more cryptocurrencies. A bunch of them are duds or illegal, or not illegal, or fake, or they're just not real. So you have to watch out when you go investigate these crypto. If I was to give someone an idea, the first 10. Go look at the first 10. Those are the top 10 with the, as they call it, the biggest market cap. Basically, they got them going through. Check those out first and research them. Look at white paper. White paper meaning their business plan. What they're trying to do. What is your use case? What are you trying to solve in this one? I don't believe that. I'm not investing in that. Go to the next one. So it's going to take, it's not something that you can sit overnight, because I've been in this space since 2018. 2017, I heard about it, and I started investing in 2018. And it took me probably to now to be able to sit down with you or anybody and talk about this and feel very comfortable about it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so a digital wallet is just basically a app or a digital payment system behind the scenes transferring the money. That's all.
Gotcha.
Like when you buy anything in the grocery store, you spend your money, and it's set on your credit card. There's digital payments in the back for that money to settle. When you spend it, you're just trusting that it goes through, it clears. But there's a whole bunch of stuff in the background that's happened that we don't see.
It's transferring the money from your bank to their bank, and it didn't even have to leave paper form. It's transferring digitally across the there.
So it's not a middleman. So they go from you say Walmart to Visa, and they gotta go to your bank. You got the funds. Yeah, it's cool. Come back. It's a lot. There's one that's gonna streamline all that. What's that? That's a big one. The company is called Ripple. So research that, and the cryptocurrency is called XRP.
XRP.
Yeah. You won't hear about this one in the limelight. This is a vaccine backed by the government, Trump administration. Like, it's huge. So I'm not gonna go too far into it because I don't want to get. But research that. That is a big one to research. That's when I start people off with is XRP.
Gotcha. So this is so we obviously know the cryptocurrency is coming, and
yes,
we talked about, we can't try to avoid it. I mean, obviously what happens is the government is so. You said something earlier. I want to make sure I clarify something. So something you said earlier, you said as we're out doing a lot of these side jobs and everything, and we're getting paid digitally, the government can track that, and we reference that to cryptocurrency. But we also, that's just digital currency, digital payments. Go ahead, kind of clarify.
No. So that's not that's not a form of currency when you use like Cash App or Venmo or anything. That's just a digital, send money digital. That's all.
But they still can track that though, right?
Oh yes, they can track.
So the more digital we go, so basically we're going to separate the terms digital and crypto. As we go digital in our form of payments and all that, we're giving access to the government or everybody to see, somebody to see what we're doing, and there's no more hiding it's no more under the table. It's actually in the open airways. And so somebody one day, once it becomes somebody one day can actually access the information if they want to and use it against you if they wanted to.
Oh no,
it's say that secure. You're not paying.
Oh, it's secure. It won't
secure.
Yeah, it's definitely secure.
But what if you're not paying tax on that money? Can they actually see that you're not paying tax on that money?
Oh yes, I can give you an example. My cousin has a business, and she was paying taxes, and the IRS guy who came to her audit asked for her PayPal account because she did a small transaction, and so they saw every transaction in that PayPal account.
Wow.
Pay taxes on that.
Wow.
So there's no hiding. You just got to embrace it.
So what happens is they don't see it. They got to actually audit you, and once they audit you, you open game. Whatever they ask for, you got to give it to them.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes,
you just
sir.
messed up a whole lot of folks, man. You literally you just messed up a whole lot of people in that one statement. So, but that's different than cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a tie into that. It's going to be like like basically what you say digital is building the highway for cryptocurrency to ride on.
Yes, but when we talking about payments, that's 1, 2, 3 cryptocurrencies that I know that can ride on that rail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm getting crypto and digital mistaken, and so it has two different worlds. So as we talk about cryptocurrency, is actually it's not backed by gold, right? Cryptocurrency isn't backed by gold, right?
No.
So what is it backed by? So it's backed by nothing. So if the government start using it, at one point, will it do away with the American dollar or the American or the value of a dollar?
No, the value of the dollar is decreasing every day anyway because of the printing inflation. But the American dollar is the world reserve currency right now. Mm-hmm. It's losing that? Yes, it's slowly losing that. So what they're doing now to combat that, I can go so far with this.
We're gonna do a part 2 to this video.
Yeah, I can go so far with this. So they are designing their own, they call it CBDCs, central bank digital currency.
Okay.
Every central bank. And I'm trying to keep it right here.
Gotcha.
Because other countries do not like how the U.S. is using the American dollar because it has so much power. Everybody wants the dollar. Mm-hmm. So just say if your country is acting up, I want to cut you out of the supply chains. We just cut you off the financial system. So we don't get any. You can't sell anything
in America.
That's like weaponizing the U.S. dollar, and countries don't like that.
So it's our exchange. We're stopping them from accessing our exchange system.
And it's called Swift, and I can go in the hole in the world with that one. But yes. Let me just stop because I can go left field in a
Well,
heartbeat.
what definitely helping us out. So I guess we understand now. We've kind of sectioned this off into digital payments and the necessity and also the danger of digital payments. I mean, after a while, if you don't have a digital access of payments, you won't be able to, basically transition money in some situations. And so, but
that'll be a while though. That'll be a while. Yeah.
So now, as we get ready to deal with cryptocurrency, what the major concern would be, I guess we're gonna have to do a part 2 of this. Number one, so cryptocurrency is a currency, a new currency that they're trying to legalize. Kind of comparison to marijuana, it's out there. People are doing it. So let's figure out how we can make money off of it, and how we can access it, and build a government that's around, build our government around it. So now we have this cryptocurrency in place. And it's out there. Bitcoin is one that we all know about, and you mentioned Ripple is another one that's out there.
Well,
so XRP. So should we? Because I know a pastor friend of mine said that he tried to get part of a cryptocurrency and tried to invest in it, but the bank wouldn't let them invest. Yes. What's going on there? So should we try to get invested into some of these? Is it worth investing in some of these situations? And are we crazy if we don't start investing in some of this cryptocurrency?
Well, that's a lot. Let me see. I like it though. I love it. I love this. I get a chance to talk about this. So first, it's not a currency. So I don't want people out there to think that this is a form of payment. Remember, crypto assets. Let's call them crypto assets. They are projects. They're projects.
Gotcha. Oh, so basically, if I can simplify this, so instead of me using money to exchange for stuff, hey, I got a trade. I'll work for you, and you'll give me what I need, or I got cars. I give you cars for houses. We're using a different type of exchange, not currency. We're just exchanging differently. Is that correct?
Well, so let's put it like this. Let me give you 3 of them. I just make up 3, and this probably can help out. So you have Bitcoin, which is store value. That's all it is. It's store value. It has no use case in this world at all. But can you exchange it for means? Yes, you can. If you accept it, if Clyde accepted it, if Daniel accepted it in his business. You have XRP, which is trying to update the current financial system. Swift is super slow and clunky. Like when they just say a immigrant sends money back home, it takes them 3 or 4 days to get money back home with a fee. MoneyGram, Western Union, however they do it, right? Mm-hmm. With Ripple, seconds. Cross borders. Not like Cash App when it's us here in the country. And to get settled within seconds for pennies. Costing
wow.
Then you have, just say V-Chain, it's called VET, V-E-T, V-Chain. That project is, just say you buy sushi and you want to know where did sushi come from. I'm just making this up, where it come from. You have a barcode, you can scan it. You can see it come from China. It went from China to North Korea. From North Korea, it went to the Maldives Islands. It's stored there and refrigerated. How long did the refrigerator temperature drop? Yes, it did drop. This could be a potential bad sushi, like stuff like that. So you see the different type of use cases they have. Besides Bitcoin doesn't have a use case.
Yeah,
that's why I said when we say crypto currencies, they're not money until someone say, okay, I would take XRP or XLM in exchange of service. Yeah, I do that because I know it has a value.
So basically, it is and listen, everybody who's watching the video, listen, you understand I'm just as ignorant on this topic as the next man. So this is me being educated. This is not me bringing you something I already know. So basically, it is a what's the word I want to use? It is a alternative to money.
It can be.
So if I decide to say, and that's where the illegal part come in, we're bypassing and we're disrupting the economical system because we're exchanging something else besides the American dollar.
So they're disrupting the banks.
Because they're bypassing the banks because the banks now. Yes. So what they have. So basically, I'm saying that okay, we decide to use P's. Let's just use it as a simple format. We use P's, and I decide to add value to 1 P. and we're going to, instead of using American dollar, we're going to exchange P's on a tangible item. Well, we put digital, they took a digital code and say, instead of changing P's, we're going to exchange this digital code, and we're going to add value to it, and we're going to create our own exchange, add value to this exchange, and this is where we're going to begin creating our, you can if you have this much of these digital products or items, now you can, it's worth this much in our eyesight. And if I add this much value, you add this much value, now we're creating a whole nother, am I correct? We're creating a whole nother exchange, right?
Whole other ecosystem. So yes and no. Yes and no. So just I'm gonna stick with XRP because it's the most one that's going in my brain. You got 100 billion made. Just say
who made them?
Hmm?
Who made them? Where are they at?
So they're digital, so you won't see them. Let me see. The company called Ripple made a XRP ledger, and they made 100 billion tokens.
Okay. Digital tokens.
They're called tokens, yeah. They just say each token is worth, right now they're worth, I'll tell you real fast. I'll watch it. They're worth right now 25 cents.
So you take a 25-cent American dollar and you can buy one token.
One token.
So they're actually riding on the back of the American dollar then.
So for this particular project, remember they're projects, they are speeding up the way we move money.
Okay.
This particular one. Remember,
Gotcha.
it has their own different use case in the world, what problem they're solving in the world. But when they get value, and I have one, just like gold. Gold is a store of value. You get cows. Okay, I give you an ounce of gold for your cow. I give you XRP for your cow.
Gotcha. But XRP move faster than gold, basically.
Oh yes, definitely.
So that's what's happening then. So what happens is that money is no longer the vehicle, but XRP, money isn't the vehicle for XRP. XRP is the vehicle for money.
To transfer money.
So as XRP gain value and doing what it does, it now can charge more money for it to carry it.
Nope, it would never change. It would never charge more money to
charge money. It's worth more money. So where that one token was worth 25 cents, now that one token could be worth $1.
Yes.
And now if you bought one for 25 cents, that's where the actual increase in value go up. Now that when you bought money into it, now it's increasing its value because it's solving a problem faster.
Yes.
You teaching me something, man.
Just that one now. Just that one. When it comes to money.
Gotcha.
Like 2 or 3 more, but we'll use just this one. Yes. To transfer any fiat, they would call it, or currency, but they call it fiat. If you start watching YouTube, they call it fiat. Any Mexican peso, US dollar, a yen, a pound, it can move anyone across the borders within seconds for small amounts of fees.
Gotcha.
Value, I buy, and we'll get to that part, how to purchase it. I spend $1 for one, right? It goes up to say $100. I profit $99.
Gotcha. So
because we use dollars in America. So got a yen, you profit how many yen? And you can, and once you if you want to sell it, you convert it on your phone digitally and put it in your bank account, convert it to your fiat to US dollar. And
how do you start investing in it? How? Because like I say, my pastor friend said he tried to, and his bank said that they wouldn't let him invest in this.
Right, because the reason why his bank won't allow him to do it because his bank cannot custody it. They cannot hold it because there's no regulations on it. When they get regulations on it, oh man! So that's the part that get me all excited. I gotta come down there. So once they get regulations, yeah, I'll be somewhere else. So the best time, if you believe in it, is to invest in it now, before the regulation comes. Because when the regulation comes, the big money has been set, put, and let's go, let's ride. So how you invest in it? There's 4 different ways you can invest in it. I use a exchange or a platform they call Coinbase. Coinbase.com. You can use another called Uphold, UPHOLD.com. I mean, these are all apps. Binance US, Kraken, KRAKEN.
Okay.
Another one I use for my 401k. So I invest in it 2 ways. For my day trading stuff, I won't say day trading, my trading money, if it goes up, I can sell right now, it goes to my account, or my retirement. It's called I Trust Capital, where you can transfer like IG stuff. You can transfer, if you no longer work there anymore, transfer money from there to I Trust Capital and purchase these different cryptos. There's only so many in that one, but the other one has a whole bunch of them. But Coin.com, you can invest in Uphold, Binance, Kraken, and for retirement, I Trust Capital.
I Trust Capital. We're going to have to do another one on actually investing, how to invest. For those who are watching and you're advanced enough to process some of the things that he said, my mind's still trying to catch up. I'm like about 10 minutes behind right now. So even though my internet is up to speed, my mind is slow speeding right now because listen, the Bible says we perish for lack of knowledge.
Right.
And and a lot of times what we don't have knowledge in, we fear. And then what we fear, we are overtaken by, because if someone else knows it and we don't know it, and now we can be ignorantly imprisoned by a lack of knowledge. So I'm going to allow you, this young man, he's a bodybuilder. For y'all who can't see his stature, he's a bodybuilder. So he literally is a personal trainer. He can train people. But I don't want you to train my physical body. I want you to train my mental body. I'm gonna bring you back on and get you to tap into this thing again. But what I want to really home in today, because you got a lot of people's attention, with just the digital format. So if you can give some last parting words before because we're going to do this again. I don't know if it's going to be next week, but we got to do it. Matter of fact, it will be next week. I got to do some follow up on this. We got to do this for a couple of weeks. But I want you to kind of just, for that person who said, I'm going to get rid of all of my digital form of payments because I don't want the government in my business. Give them some recommendations on how to do that differently, or what they should do versus just abandoning it altogether.
Right. I definitely would not abandon it, because it's a quick form of payment right now versus someone giving cash. Most people don't carry cash because of COVID and all this stuff. But most people who are using those platforms, or just, okay, man, you pay for my pizza today, here's some money. You pay for my gas, here's some money. So most people are using it for that. Now, if you're using it for your business, I would say, yes, you better claim it, because they're going to find it. There's no hiding, especially if you're moving $10,000+, they're going to find it. So do not get rid of that. Don't be scared of it. Just embrace it, just because it's coming. And we're going to have digital wallets. It's going to come. Digital currencies, they are coming. Don't be afraid of them. Learn how to capitalize on it. And we would go in more detail in part 2 and how many parts we need to get this out here. But just, I would say, for the most part, start studying this stuff, learn it, learn how to capitalize on it. Don't be afraid of what the media is saying. Watch what the media is doing, always.
Wow. Books, resources to educate ourselves. What do you recommend?
So I don't have time to read the books, because people can put books. I go to YouTube every morning, every evening, every night. I'm listening to them 3 or 4 times a day. So I have a couple guys I follow. One's called the Digital Asset Investor. Let me pull all these guys up right now. I have them all. The other one is called The Bearable Bull.
The Variable Boom, VARIBLE Boom.
Bearable Bull, BULL, Bull.
Bull, or Bearable Bull.
Yeah, BEARABLE, Bull.
Okay.
I said a digital asset investor. The other is Kevin Cage. Those are 3 good ones you can start out with, and those guys they give you so much. They talk about XRP a lot because it's the biggest one that you won't hear in the media. You just won't hear it, and has the greatest rate of return, the ROI. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so that one is the one I have a lot of money in, like over $30,000-$40,000 in, because it's going to literally change the way finance is done, like literally. But I can't tell you all of it because it's so much. But research, listen to these guys, go way back. Listen to both negative stuff and positive stuff. I'm not saying you listen to all positive. Get your thoughts on it. Research. Learn how to capitalize on what they are trying to make you miss out on. That's one thing I always tell people. Don't be afraid to take risks. But I'm not a financial advisor, but only invest as much as you can risk to lose.
Wow, that's good. If not, you're gambling. Now you're not investing. Now you're gambling.
Exactly.
So one last question. I think you just answered it, but one last question I have for you. I got a whole bunch of questions for you, but I'm asking one last question. What's the biggest mistake you see the common middle class person doing when it comes to their money?
Blowing it, not putting those soldiers to work for them. They get paid, they pay their bills. First mistake, pay yourself first. You want the work, not the bills.
Wow.
Because if you start that habit, you won't create other bills. Because I gotta get paid. I only got this much left, so I can't make no other bills.
That's good.
Don't be afraid to invest. Don't have the mindset that most people I know would say, I don't have enough money to invest. I just showed you what Clyde brought me on here now to talk about. It's pennies, literally pennies. Not saying you're gonna get rich overnight. Don't look at investments getting rich overnight. Wealthy people don't get rich overnight. They get rich over time. They build wealth. Third of all, get a mentor and research how to make my soldiers work for me or my money work for me.
Now to segue us into our next conversation that we're gonna have on next week. Just kind of tease everybody right now. What's the most amount of money you made in 1 week on investing?
For my crypto or
just any investment? Because we're gonna talk about investment next week.
I would say 3,700 at work. Like
in 1 week.
Oh, 1 week.
1 week.
Oh, 1 week. Probably like $8,000.
$8,000 in 1 week. This guy's a day trader. If he sees it as an opportunity to invest, he's going to invest into it, and he's going to make that transition, make that transfer, make money off of it, bail out at the right time, and he just made some quick money. And listen, he said it. One thing that don't sleep is your money. If you can never get your money to work for you, you are now building residual income and wealth, and it's not just by you getting up, going to sleep. When you sleep, your money can make money for you. I'm learning it. I'm learning it, and I'm gonna get brave enough to start shifting, but I gotta build my knowledge before I build my action. Listen, we're at our 37-minute mark. We're right at the time where we usually cut off. I thank you, Daniel. This guy's a good guy, y'all. I wouldn't bring somebody to you if I didn't believe in them. I've seen him. I've seen his footsteps for 3 years. I've seen his footsteps, and it has proven that he knows what he's talking about. He works hard in this area. He trusts me in the spiritual realm. I trust him in the financial realm. Daniel, thank you so much. If you have any last parting words for anybody you want to share?
Just invest in yourself. Bet on yourself. At the end of the day, you won't let yourself down.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mr. Mayman. Well, y'all, we signing off. God bless y'all. Until next week, I'm bringing him back. We're going to follow back up on this conversation.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Clyde.
All right.